How's it going? Hey, this is producer Jamie Lewis, and let's make some shit. Let's make a video right now. I'll show you some secrets. All right, so it all starts here. We're going to come up with a prompt. Time me. Let's see how fast we can make a movie. All right, it'll be a quick video. So the most important thing is what's it going to be about, and also what's the format, right? So I was thinking, like, since me and my students, we do a lot of domain name selling. I haven't done that yet. I don't think I've done a video about domain names, right? Kind of close, but no, all right. So let's do a domain video. And then what I mean by format is it could be a historical documentary like what I just did. I did that the other day. It could be a sitcom. It could be a talk show. It could be a horror movie. It could be a comedy movie. It could be a video of a gamer, like a streamer. It could be a whole bunch of formats that you probably remember. Like, you know, you think yourself, oh, what do I like to watch, right? What was the last thing that you watched on TV or whatever, right? Probably not TV, but you get my drift, right? So for this first prompt, remember, it's going to be about domain, so that's the end result. And then let's do a historical documentary. Where should we do it? USSR in like 1950. All right. Hit a historical documentary in black and white. Let's do that again. Taking place. Now that's what comes with the format is when you figure that out, then you get the location, right? So taking place in Red Square, Moscow, USSR in 1950. There is a line of people. Remember, domain names now. It's, you know, there's a line of people stretching back miles, and they are online to get a loaf of bread. A time machine all of a sudden appears next to the line, and a skinny white guy, age 30, very well dressed. I was trying to recreate myself, actually. Walks out of the time machine and says to the people in the line, here's the script writing, right? You don't need to wait in line. You can sell domain names. I'm telling you. And then some guy in the line retorts back, what the hell is a domain name? Now, since every video is only 8 seconds, that's it for this prompt, right? We don't want to add too much. It might not even get that much in there, and who knows if it's going to work. So I'm going to select all, and I'm going to copy it. Now, to do an entire movie in Russia with that thing, you just copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. So let's take out the end, right? So you get all that shit done in the beginning, and then in the end, you're gonna change the shit at the end. So let's change the same guy. Next to the line, right? So I took out where the time machine appeared, right? And a skinny white guy, age 30, well-dressed, instead of walks out of the time machine, shows the line of people, his Lamborghini, all right, his 2025 Lamborghini. So it's a new one, you know what I mean? And says to the people in the line, check out this car. All right. Some guy in the line again retorts back, what the hell is that? Okay. Bam. So as you can see, boom, boom, boom. Now let's copy and paste this again, and let's say the guards at Lenin's tomb, very very well dressed, is approached by the Kremlin guards. All right. Next to the line of people, the guards say in, I don't know if it could do this, a Russian accent. I don't know. Oh, I forgot to say Russian accents. Damn it. We gotta do those prompts over, bro. So the guards say in a Russian accent, what the hell are you doing? What the heck are you doing here? All right. So, and they haul him off. The 30-year-old says, wait, I was only trying to help. All right, kind of stupid, you know. But I did the Russian accent, which is good. Bam. Now, should we recreate these prompts? I think so. Let's try it with a Russian accent. I don't know. It's only $1 every time. So, says to the people in the line, you don't have to. Some guy retorts back in a Russian accent. You can see we're getting some renders back. All right, so we'll do those again. All right. Oh, did we already do that? All right. All right, what the hell are we doing? All right. Oh my gosh.
You don't need to wait in line. You can sell domain names.
What the hell is a domain name?
Good shit.
You don't need to wait in line. You can sell domain names.
What the hell is a domain name?
All right. So you look at that. That's why I don't like to go too far ahead of time. Look, I don't like how the guy's wearing a suit. He should be like, and I don't like how the time machine came up out of the ground. So we'll say a time machine all of a sudden drops out of the sky. And then we'll say wearing modern urban clothing and a baseball cap with gold chains on. I don't know. All right. And then do we have the Russian accent thing? Retorts back in a Russian accent. Bam. All right. So it's a combination of, what the hell is this, bro?
Check out this car.
What the hell is that?
It got it wrong, right? It got it wrong. So that's why you formulate it, and then once you get a good one, now then you're like copy paste. So that's the idea. Now we could have an entire movie that takes place in USSR. We're always keeping the top part of the prompt the same, right? And we work with it. Obviously, there's certain things with the first couple renders where I was like, oh my god, totally didn't. I don't like it how the guy has a suit on. He looks like he's from 1952. We have to explain, no, we want someone really coming back in a time machine, etc. So, but it starts getting really quick. And so after an hour, we might have enough to do one of these little mini movies. You know what I'm saying? So the next thing, let's switch it up. And as I was saying, here's another good secret, right? Is it does different people every time. I think we got lucky and it showed this skinny 30-year-old guy the same guy twice. That's rare. But that can sometimes happen. But one way you can get around it is you can do a house party. So let's do a sitcom house party where everyone is wealthy from now, and also selling domain names. Now, how do you make money from this? Well, you sell domain names from this video, right? So you upload it wherever, and then the link, your link tree or whatever, will go to a page where you have all your domain names for sale. You know what I mean? Or it could be a meeting where you could do like a webinar or like a meeting where you're like, hey, everyone, come to this meeting. It's going on at like 4 o'clock on Sunday or something, and I'm going to be showing you some domains, you know, some crazy, amazing domain names that are available, right? And so you could sell domain names on that freaking webinar. It could be a meeting where, you know, just ideas, monetization ideas, but you get the drift. So sitcom house party where everyone is wealthy from selling domain names. One party goer says to another, dude, my domain portfolio is gone. Someone bought all of my domains yesterday, right? Now, another thing is like, if I were to press return and send that in there, a sitcom house party, wherever, you know, that there's not enough detail in that prompt. It's going to be so stupid. It's going to be like so far off from what you're really envisioning in your head. So you got to go like house party at night, where everyone, now make it funny. I like to make shit funny, right? So where everyone has had too much coffee and they're dancing. There are people wearing furry animal masks and vivid colors. It's taking place in a mega yacht. I can't ever spell yacht correctly. I always put the C before this. It's such an annoying word. I hate that. All right, so anyway, a sitcom house party at night where everyone has had too much coffee and they're dancing. There are people wearing furry animal masks in vivid colors. It's taking place on a mega yacht. Now you could, since it's a house party, the next prompt that you can keep copying and pasting this prompt over and over again, boom, 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 and then the next person, the next person, and the next person. The reason I like to do party for this is if you have just one person or like two people in a sitcom, the next video you do, it'll be like new people. You know what I mean? Unless you use like Hedra or something, which is like this talking avatar program. So you would take, and then you're going to have to go to 11 Labs and dub the audio from that guy. So the audio, like all those Yeti videos, like the Sasquatch videos, Bigfoot videos, where he's like cooking dinner or something. Why do you think they're all on a roll with those? Because if you say, here's a good freebie, right? Good. I haven't done this idea. I can't do all these ideas. But what about somebody in an astronaut outfit? Because then you're not going to be able to see the face, right? Or somebody in some type of helmet or something. Put helmets on people. Put like, and I think that's universally understood what an astronaut helmet looks like. It's like the globe thing or whatever. So I think then you could have that continuity, like the consistency throughout the scene. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what we got here. And then we're going to do this mega yacht house party. By the way, I would be doing this much faster if I wasn't talking so much. Nice.
You don't need to wait in line. You can sell domain names.
What the hell is a domain name?
I love it. But he didn't have a Russian accent, but that was cool. Perfect.
You don't need to wait in line. You can sell domain names.
What the hell is a domain name?
Awesome. So, all right, we're getting somewhere. So we perfected our prompt. It's a lot better.
You don't need to wait in line. You can sell domain names.
What the hell is a domain name?
Oh, they got the Russian accent. It's not right, though. That newer one after we, you know what I
I was
mean?
only trying to help.
What the heck are you doing here?
It's retarded. All right. So, you know what I'm saying? It's, you get the drift. So let's do this house party one. All right. So again, we'll do one and then we'll look at this first one, and we'll see, coming up with your concept, I think it's important to do that before you go boom, 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 you know what I mean? Like copying and pasting, because what if it ends up like before, right? It was like there were so many things wrong with the first couple ones that we did. So, you know what I mean? So anyway, that's just what I wanted to show you. I think there's a lot of direction in this. You know, it's pretty good. Of course, what we're going to do with all these clips is we download all of them all at once probably. And we're going to have like 60 clips. And you literally highlight all of them in your Finder and you drop them all into your timeline on your editor. Now you're going to have all these little 8-second clips like boom, 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 boom. And you press play and they're all going to be together. Usually what I do, the next step is I reorder them in order of where I want. And, you know, during a session like this, 1 or 2 hours, you'll be like, you know, man, we need this, we need that, we need an intro that explains that it's 1950 Russia and everyone's starving. You know, we might want to have like a little television show, like somebody's in a living room and there's a television show and there's a Russian newscaster on there saying like, oh, everyone's starving, communism is, you know, it doesn't work or whatever, you know what I mean? So we set the stage. So, you know, then you're like, oh, we don't have this, let's do that. And that might go, oh, we don't have an ending, right? So in that session, you get all the clips you're going to need. You know what I mean? Using the prompt that you perfect. You know what I'm saying? So obviously I'm not going to leave just yet. We got to see what this mega yacht house party thing looks like. But you know, if you have the quotes at the end, it's like, yo, dude, my domain portfolio is gone. Someone bought all of my domains yesterday. That's just that's going to be like one little 4-second part of the movie. Like that's another thing I was going to explain, is that you reorder your clips and then you cut them down. Like you're probably going to have, like sometimes I only have 1 second of every clip. Like I'll show someone in the corner screaming for a second, you know? And then so just think about how cool this could be, like if you create this environment or something. And again, if I wasn't talking, I'd be on fire, bro. So anyway, it's really fun to do this like in your free time. Like I know when I do, you know, this last week, I was doing this VSL and it was like painstaking, like waiting for my system. I got these really good effects on Final Cut Pro, but it would take a lot of time to render or whatever. And then you're waiting for all sorts of stuff. Like, so kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You know what I'm saying? All right, what's going on here? Nice.
Dude, my domain portfolio is G-on. Someone bought all of my domains yesterday.
All right, you see what I'm saying? So that's kind of like exactly what I wanted it to look like, right? So I'd look at that and I'd be, you know, all right, now people might be watching that and being like, where the hell are they? Well, let's show the mega yacht. So you'll explain, we'll change this prompt up and you'd be like, yo, there's a mega yacht sailing, or like there's a mega yacht in the Hudson River or something. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's the lesson for today. All right. Hopefully, you know, a lot of you guys, you know, you'd be cranking out some videos that are dope. And remember, entertainment's the name of the game. I got some of these videos I've done running as Facebook ads, and people in the comments, they don't even know me. It's cold traffic, and they're like digging it. Like there's no hate. They're like entertained. Entertainment is the name of the game. Of course, if you like this video, join the Badass Class Facebook group. All right, that's facebook.com/groups/Badass Class group. All right, and there's many, many more awesome secrets and tricks and methods, business models, monetization methods, traffic sources, all sorts of cool stuff in there. All right, I'll see you soon.